I think some of the challenges that we face in working with churches is establishing trust, knowing that we want to be a blessing to the bride of Christ. We are not the church. Our organization is Parachurch, and our prayer is that we would be a blessing to the church. But that takes relationship and it takes trust. And so that tends to be some of the challenges is creating some boundaries to where the churches have established boundaries that we want to be on the same team. We want to come in and serve and be able to be a blessing to those churches. But we would also love to see churches engage fully in ISM, International Student Ministry work here in North America. Another challenge that we experience when working with the church is just the expectations of those in the church. What does it look like for them to actually experience the mission? I'm going to tell a quick story. My daughter and I have 4 kids. This was years ago. We had some students over to our home. It was for Thanksgiving. It was a wonderful time. We had some students from China and students from India. And my daughter, before going to pick them up, said, "Dad, are you going to share the gospel with them?" And I looked at her and smiled and I said, "You know, if we have that opportunity, I want you to share the gospel." And she was very reluctant. But there we were, hours later at our dinner table, having a great time. And one of the students asked about the origins of Thanksgiving, which provided us an opportunity to talk about, obviously, Jesus. We talked about the pilgrims, we talked about God. But as soon as we began to fully express who Jesus was, my daughter at the time, who was a first grader, just said, "Guys, do you know the verse from John 3:16, for God so loved the world?" Our ministry is so easy to be a part of, and it's so family friendly for those who are wanting to engage in global missions right at their doorstep.